2026 is going to blow your mind, folks. We're talking AI that codes better than Silicon Valley's best, robots running errands, and maybe even machines thinking like humans. Yeah, I know, it sounds wild, but the biggest names in AI, CEOs of the companies shaping our future, are saying this is what's coming next year. In today's video, I've gone deep, digging through interviews, blog posts, and insider scoops to bring you every jaw-dropping prediction these AI bosses have made about 2026. First off, let's kick things off with Dario Amodei, the guy who's basically an AI rock star. Dario co-founded Anthropic, the folks behind Claude, and before that, he was a big deal at OpenAI, helping build GPT-2 and GPT-3. In a recent interview, he shared a jaw-dropping vision of where coding is headed.
We can build a world where human life is meaningful and humans, perhaps with the help of AIs, perhaps working with AIs, build really great things. So I'm actually not that pessimistic. Getting to kind of the job side of this, I do have a fair amount of concern about this. On one hand, I think comparative advantage is a very powerful tool. If I look at coding, programming, which is one area where AI is making the most progress, what we are finding is we are not far from a world, I think we'll be there in 3 to 6 months, where AI is writing 90% of the code. And then in 12 months, we may be in a world where AI is writing essentially all of the code. But the programmer still needs to specify, what are the conditions of what you're doing? What is the overall app you're trying to make? What's the overall design decision? How do we collaborate with other code that's been written? How do we have some common sense on whether this is a secure design or an insecure design? So as long as there are these small pieces that a human programmer needs to do that the AI isn't good at, I think human productivity will actually be enhanced.
It's Dario laying it all out, raw and real, showing he's dead serious about AI's coding takeover. Anthropic's Claude 3.5, released in 2024, already nails 87% of tough coding problems on LeetCode, so this isn't just talk. Their models are improving at a crazy pace, doubling in performance every 18 months since 2023. Dario's also got bigger dreams. In his blog post, Machines of Loving Grace, he dropped this gem. By 2026 or 2027, AI could be like a country full of geniuses living in a data center, shaking up economies and societies. That's not hype. Anthropic's data shows Claude's reasoning skills are closing in on PhD-level benchmarks, like 90% on MMLU tests. Now let's swing over to Elon Musk, the guy who's always got something wild to say. Elon's the brain behind Tesla, SpaceX, and XAI, and he's been screaming about AI's power forever. For 2026, he's going all in, saying AGI's probably hitting next year, and his XAI baby Grok is going to be everywhere, even in your Tesla.
Grok's coming to Tesla, so you'll be able to access Grok through your Tesla, and you'll just be able to ask it to do whatever you want. You could ask your car to go pick up a friend or anything. You can think of it, the car will be able to do it. Yeah, you'll be able to ask your Tesla to go pick up groceries, pretty much anything. Optimus is really going to be next level. You'll be able to skin Optimus pretty much with anything. So people on the internet have asked me to make catgirls real, and actually you can make catgirls real if you have a robot. You have a robot catgirl. Yeah, Optimus will be able to pick up the kids from school, and Optimus will be able to be school if you want. Be able to teach kids anything. Yeah, and it'll support any language too. Do I think AGI will be next year? Probably. It's not next year, let's say 2026 at the latest for AGI. At the latest. I hope it's nice to us. So, one defines AGI as smarter than any human. I think we're less than 24 months away from that. Yeah, please be nice to us, AGI. Humanoid robots will usher in a level of abundance that was hard to imagine. There will be no shortage of goods and services.
XAI's Grok 3, rolled out in February 2025, is already outscoring OpenAI's models in math and coding on Hugging Face benchmarks. Tesla's Optimus bots are real too. Prototypes are walking, and Elon's planning 10,000 in factories by late 2025. Tesla's full self-driving tech has clocked 1.2 billion autonomous miles by May 2025, cutting crash rates by 30% compared to human drivers. By 2026, Optimus 2.0 could hit production, potentially slashing factory costs by 15%, per Goldman Sachs estimates. Picture robots building cars or delivering pizzas. That's the economic tsunami Elon's predicting. And the numbers scream, it's legit. All right, let's talk Sam Altman, the OpenAI wizard who basically predicted ChatGPT before it was cool. Sam's got a knack for seeing the future. Back in 2016, he said AI would write essays, and boom, here we are. For 2026, he's saying AI is going to be like your personal dream team, helping you do stuff you never thought possible. He spilled the beans at Sequoia's AI Ascent in 2025.
At a higher level of detail, I kind of think 2025 will be a year of sort of agents doing work. Coding in particular, I would expect to be a dominant category. I think there'll be a few others too. Next year is a year where I would expect more like a sort of AIs discovering new stuff, and maybe we have AIs make some very large scientific discoveries or assist humans in doing that. And I am kind of a believer that most of the sort of real sustainable economic growth in human history comes from, once you've kind of spread out and colonized the earth, most of it comes from just better scientific knowledge and then implementing that for the world. And then 27, I would guess, is the year where that all moves from the sort of intellectual realm to the physical world, and robots go from a curiosity to a serious economic creator of value. But that was an off the top of my head kind of guess right now.
It's Sam laying out a future where AI is your sidekick, and it's backed by OpenAI's insane progress. GPT-4o, launched in 2024, scores 92% on multimodal tasks like MMLU, and their upcoming O3 model, teased for mid-2025, is rumored to tackle PhD-level problems with step-by-step reasoning. Sam's got the receipts. OpenAI's enterprise use jumped 75% in 2024, with companies like JP Morgan reporting 20% productivity boost from AI tools. By 2026, Sam predicts AI could halve drug discovery times, saving $100 billion annually per McKinsey. Let's hit up Mark Zuckerberg, the meta boss who's making AI practical. Mark's not chasing AGI. He wants AI to do the boring stuff so we can be creative. At Lamicon 2025, he said AI is going to handle half of Meta's coding by 2026.
But the big one that we're focused on is building an AI and a machine learning engineer to advance the Llama development itself, right? Because our bet is sort of that in the next year, probably, maybe half the development is going to be done by AI as opposed to people, and then that will just kind of increase from there. So I was just curious if you were seeing something.
That's all for today. Let me know your thoughts about these predictions by the CEO. Also, make sure to subscribe for more AI and tech-related content. Until next time, see ya.